welcome to Knit with Hannah. I'm Hannah. Today we are talking about KFB. Hi, welcome to Knit with Hannah. I'm Hannah. I'm here with Knitting Natter to help you learn to knit the easy way. We're talking about KFB today, and I've got a demonstration for you to pin down how to do it. If you were with me last week, you will have a little swatch ready possibly, so your knitting is there in front of you and you can knit along and join in with learning KFB as you go. Now, KFB can be extended, and I will explain more about that in the demo, so don't worry if you've got more letters sticking afterwards as well. KFB will give you enough, and then you can understand how it's extended too. Do stick around for the end, because I'm going to let you know how you can get hold of a PDF with all of the links for all of my jargon videos. So it's going to give you a good place to go rather than trying to find the right one in YouTube or in Google. You can download a PDF with all of the jargon videos linked on it. Okay, I will see you after the demo. Let's get to it. Right, let's knit KFB, shall we? And KFB is about increasing within one stitch. It stands for knit front back, which means we're going to knit into the front of the stitch, but we're not going to drop that stitch off of the left hand needle. It's going to stay there. We're going to maneuver this right hand needle and put it into the back of that stitch. So we knitted the front just like any normal knit stitch, and now we're going to knit into the back. You can just see that there. So I'm going to move the yarn around, pull that loop through, and we now have two stitches. That's the KF, that's the B. So we have KFB. We're knitted into the front and the back of that stitch. I'll show you that one more time, and then I'll show you that we can actually extend that, and you're going to find it in patterns extended as well. So we have KF, and then you move the right hand needle around the front part of the stitch and into the back of that stitch, and you knit the back of that stitch. So you have KFB. Okay, so how do we extend it? You're going to find it coming up in patterns as kfbf. So actually you add one more to the end. So you have kfb, and then you make sure the stitch on the left hand needle is far enough away from the tip so it's not going to accidentally fall off, because that can happen when you're doing this. So just push it a bit further down if it feels more comfortable. So now we have two stitches out of that stitch, and now we're going to knit into the front again. So there you go. We now have KFBF, and you can drop that stitch now. So that's the second extension. Actually, let me just show you what happens when you try to knit into the front of the stitch twice. So if you try to knit into the front of the stitch twice, you're going to get lost, because basically you're putting your needle into the same place and you're just wrapping the yarn twice. So that's going to look like a mess, and actually you're not going to know what to knit into when you come back across the back of the row. So that's why we switch between the front and the back loops. So if we knit into the front, we can extend this one more. Front, back, front, and the back again. So now we've made 4 stitches from one stitch. So we did KFB twice up here. We've then done KFBF, and now we've done KFBFB. So that's 4 stitches from one stitch. And you're more likely to come across this when you start doing cabling, or when you start adding extra texture to your knitting, such as bobbles, because you need a sudden increase to make something dramatic, and a bobble is that kind of dramatic. Great, thanks for joining me today. I hope that was useful for you. You now can knit KFB, and if you were right in the middle of the pattern and it stumped you, hopefully you're knitting along through now and you know what to do when it appears again. Like I said, there's a link in the description below for you to download a PDF, which you could have on your iPad, your smartphone, anything that is digital, and you just click on the link and it's right there in front of you. It will go straight to the video for the specific jargon that you need to translate. And all of those videos are on my blog, and all of those videos are right here on YouTube too. If this is a brand new video on the week that it's released, then you won't have that PDF yet. You will have that in a couple of weeks' time when I've done some more videos all about knitting jargon. So do stick around, and that's another reason to subscribe. Subscribe, hit the little bell, and you will get notifications when more jargon videos appear over the next 2 weeks. And if you click on that link below and let me know that you're after that jargon download, I will make sure that you're on the list, and I will send you that PDF once I've released these next few videos. Okay, I will see you next week for more jargon. Bye for now. Happy knitting.